What's up, guys? I'm Big John, and welcome back to GoHamDiscGolf. And before I want to get started, I just want to mention that I'm sorry about the giveaway video. It came out kind of crappy, and that's because my camera died after I did the Nuke SS review video. So I had to run. I was actually on the course at the time. I had to run back to my truck and plug it in and do the video of my truck. So I'm sorry it came out like that. While I'm talking about the giveaway, you still have time to enter it. All you need to do is go to that video. It's on my channel. Go to the video, leave a comment telling me what you want, what disc you want me to review next time I do a review, and I explain how that works there. You also have to be subscribed to my channel to win. So check out that video. You can win a brand new Discraft Nuke SS with the weight of your choice. I get to pick the color. Check that out. There's only a couple people that are entered right now, so you guys need to get in there. This video I want to put out there. I know there's a lot of people that are just starting out, and it's one thing that I tried to get a hold of when I first started playing disc golf is how to throw an Anhyzer backhand. And if you're a forehand thrower mainly, then this might not be too helpful for you. I know most, or pretty much all, forehand dominant players still keep the backhand throw in their bag. And I'm sure some of them use Anhyzers on backhand, but when you're a forehand player, your disc is going to fly the same way that a backhand Anhyzer would fly. So what an Anhyzer is okay, when you normally throw a disc backhand, when you throw it, it's going to naturally cut off to your left. That's a hyzer. Now if you throw it and it cuts off to the right, that means that it's an Anhyzer. If you think about it, it's an anti-hyzer, Anhyzer. Now, how do you throw an Anhyzer? Alright, a lot of the pros, the way they throw an Anhyzer is when they do their run-up, they'll come forward, and when they're letting go, instead of coming straight, they'll keep their arm up at an angle, because if you think about it, the disc is coming down at an angle, it's going to keep going that way. They put it on a line when they're throwing it, and it's going to follow that line and just keep going. Instead of when you throw normally, you put on a line and it goes straight and then cuts off a little bit. Always think about the line you're putting the disc on. When you cut it across your chest and let go, you're putting it on a line. If you bring it up and it's not exactly across your chest, but it's kind of angled a little bit, maybe towards your neck, and you come down, it's going to follow that line. Now, one thing you can try when throwing an Anhyzer is, instead of cocking your arm up and bringing it down, all you have to do is roll your wrist right before you let go. So if you're running up or you're doing your three-step, you come forward, take your back step, and when you let it go, right when you get about here, roll your wrist. And that's going to cause the disc to, instead of flying straight, instead of coming straight at you, you'll be pushing it the nose down. And since your hand is right here, when you push it down, it's not like this. It'll be more of an angle. And when you do that, you give it that angle, it alters the line you put it on, and it's going to do one of these. Now, when you do that, don't flick your wrist. If you come up and you flick your wrist at the same time, you're going to put so much speed on this that it's going to do that. You want to have a light release. When you release it, just let it go. Let the disc do the work for you. Now, the last thing I'll talk about as far as Anhyzers go, a backhand Anhyzer. If you're going for a mid-range Anhyzer, and for me that's about 200 to 350 feet. When you're doing a mid-range Anhyzer, what kind of disc do you want to use? For me, it's this Buzz SS, and I'll tell you why. It's because it's a 0 rated stability. That means it doesn't want to cut over to the left, and it doesn't really want to cut over to the right either. It basically just wants to go straight. So whatever line you put it on, it's going to follow that more. You want an understable disc or a not very overstable disc. So you don't want to pick up like a flick and try and do that. What you'll end up with is you'll start out with a nice Anhyzer with a flick, and you'll end up doing this. It'll cut back hard. So get a very slightly overstable to understable disc, and that's how you throw an Anhyzer. If anybody has any tips on how you can improve an Anhyzer, if anybody thinks what I said was incorrect and wants to correct me, please let me know. I welcome any advice. And don't forget about that giveaway. Make sure you check it out and register. You got about a week and a half left. Get it, guys. Don't forget to go ham.